Powder coat with multiple colors. Powder coating metal surfaces makes the paint powder stick better to the surface. It also gives the surface a polished and professional look, which is why it is the preferred method for those who need to paint steel and metal for outdoor display. If you are familiar with the process of powder coating steel in a single color, and if you want to use multiple colors, you only need to carry out some extra steps. Follow the steps listed below to see how relatively easy it is to powder coat in multiple colors. Gather the materials for the project. You should have access to a sandblaster or several sheets of sandpaper, in various grades. You will also need some rolls of painter's tape, an oven that will not be utilized for cooking food, your coating gun and the different colors of powder paint for the coating. Prepare the oven for sealing the paint. Before you do anything else, start preheating the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You cannot overdo the preheating process anyway, so it is best to turn it on before you start your project. Prepare the steel surface. Prepare your metal or steel surface by freeing it from any existing layer of rust or paint. Scrub off these layers by using the roughest grit of sandpaper on the sandblaster or by using elbow grease with the sheets of sandpaper. This prep time may take several hours, depending on how big the soon-to-be painted surface will be. After you have scrubbed out most of the rust or paint, scrub it again with finer grade sandpaper to make sure that you got all of the debris out. After this, you are now ready to apply your powdered paint. Prepare the steel for the first color coating. Since you are doing the painting in several phases, cover the other parts that you do not wish to be coated with painter's tape. Pick the color that you will be using the most so that you do not need to coat the entire surface with painter's tape. Prepare the paint solution according to package instructions and load it to the coating gun. Applying the succeeding layers of paint. Evenly coat the surface with the first color choice. Sweep the paint gun from side to side to apply a single, even layer of paint. After the first color, remove the painter's tape covering the other parts of the surface and place your metal piece into the oven for around 15 minutes. After the metal surface has cooled, tape off the sections that you do not want to be covered in this new layer of powdered paint and then sweep the coating gun from side to side to apply your second layer of paint. Repeat this process of taping off sections, baking the surface in the oven and cooling the metal until you are done with all color layers. Since this can be a potentially tedious process, it is recommended that you limit the colors to 3 or 4 only. No matter how tempted you are to start painting while your surface is still warm, wait for it to be cool enough to touch before you apply your next layer of paint. This is so that the paint will properly adhere to the surface and it will be evenly sealed onto the surface during the oven heating procedure.